So, here I am again. I'm going to do another Latin root find for you. This time, I actually don't honestly know the Latin word for this, coal. I don't know the root, so this is going to be complete guesswork. The other one, I will admit, I knew that the root was hospitalis. But this time, I don't know the root, so it's going to be complete guesswork, and I'm going to see how good I am at this. So, right off the bat, we can tell that all of these begin with C. So, I'm just going to go in and write a C, because I am quite sure that there's going to be C. Okay, so, now the next one, it's an A, in all of them except for the French, which is an CH, which makes a sh sound in French, not a ch, like in English. So, it's not a big deal. Like I said in the other video, there are going to be some differences. If there's one difference, it doesn't mean anything necessarily. With this in French, it's very natural, and it happens quite often for a C to evolve into a CH, so we're going to just keep the C. Then we have an A. So there's the A. Okay, and then after that there is an R in every single one. So I'm going to put in an R. Okay, now we get to an interesting part. The next letter in most of them is a B, except for in the Portuguese where it's a V. Now, B and V are very closely related letters. In many languages, they have been, well, like a good example is in Spanish. Castilian Spanish, which is the Spanish they speak in Spain, in Europe. Many of the B's are V's. Or, the B's sound like V's. And many, in Latin American Spanish, many of the B's have actually been changed into being spelled like V's. So there's a very close relationship between B's and V's. So it is very natural for this B to have evolved into a V in this Portuguese word. So we'll go and we'll put B. Okay. And then the next letter we have an O, and we have an A, a U, and an O. So, Italian carbone, Catalan carbo, carbone, carveo, charbon, carbon. I'm just trying to decide here. I think I'm going to go with the O, since most of them are O's, and an O can soften to an U sound. Many vowel sounds have softened that way. They have lowered. So if you say O with your lips wide open in an O shape, and then gradually close your lips, you get an U sound. So if you go O, and then you're at an U sound. So many times the vowels will change in that way and become lower in the mouth instead of higher up or farther back in the mouth. So I'm going to go with the O. Okay. So the next thing that we have here is an N. So I'm going to go and put in the N. And then we have, at the end of the Italian, there's an E, and at the end of the Romanian, there's an E. But I'm not feeling it for the Latin. I'm not putting that in there, because Italian often has an E at the end, and Romanian will often have something like that as well. So I'm actually guessing that the Latin root for this is carbon, which really makes sense. Let's see if I'm right. I'm going to look up. How should I look this up? Carbon. Oh yes, coal. To Latin. Calculus? What? Oh, here. Carbone. Ah. Carbone or carbo. So, it looks like I got it basically right, except for it has either drops the N or it adds an E, depending on how it functions in a sentence. I don't know what that calculus thing was about, because it may also be a conjugate of the same word, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the carbone version. So, I got pretty close to that one, I'd say. I hope you like this video, and the next one I do will be about Proto-Indo-European. Bye-bye.